Imagine a world where machines know more than you, where algorithms predict floods even before clouds appear, where drones sense riots before the first stone is thrown, where just one line of code can feed a village or leave it starving. This is India in 2030. In this world, an IAS officer, the one wearing the badge of service, won't be asked to recite history or quote the Constitution. They'll be asked something much harder. Can you lead when the algorithm fails? Can you decide what's right when the data is wrong? Can you carry a nation's trust when the system crashes? The UPSC of 2030 is no longer just an exam. It's a test to become the human inside the machine. The bureaucracy you're preparing for is changing. For many years, the UPSC exam was about memory, hard work, and discipline. It created officers who managed files, followed rules, and maintained order. But the world is shifting fast. By 2030, governance will run on artificial intelligence, real-time data, and predictive systems. Satellites will detect crop failure before a farmer even feels the drought. AI will draft policy faster than any committee. But even in this digital age, the human heart will still matter. Still, a machine won't feel the pain of a mother denied ration because her ration card didn't sync. It won't see the silent cry in a tribal elder's eyes, misjudged by facial recognition. That's where you come in. Not as a clerk buried in paperwork, but as a protector of people in a world run by code. The UPSC itself is changing. By 2030, the prelims won't reward those who cram facts. It will test your ability to read data, to find patterns in noise. Mains won't just ask what you know, it will ask why it matters. It will probe your ethics, your judgment, your soul. The interview? It won't test your memory. It will challenge your courage. Picture this. An AI system marks someone as a national threat. You know the data is flawed. Do you detain the person, risking their freedom? Or do you override the system, risking national security? Google can't help. GPT can't feel. Only you can decide. The UPSC of 2030 will test what no machine can replicate: your integrity, your empathy, your strength to act when everything is uncertain. The IAS officer of 2030 won't sit behind dusty files. They'll stand inside digital war rooms, analyzing drone feeds, auditing AI systems, balancing speed with compassion. They'll face choices no textbook can prepare them for. A welfare model that saves money but leaves families starving. A smart surveillance system that ensures safety but violates privacy. A software glitch in ration distribution that sparks chaos. You'll need to be a philosopher, a technologist, a negotiator, a bridge between India's digital future and its human soul. So if you're preparing in 2025, listen carefully. The future is not a distant thing. It's a train approaching fast. Don't just study ethics. Wrestle with real dilemmas. Let the hard questions keep you up at night. Don't just follow news. Understand how technology is reshaping governance. Learn how Aadhaar failures denied millions their rights. Understand how drones could have saved lives in Chennai's floods. Develop systems thinking. See how one policy ripples through law, tech, and society. Visit a village. Listen to its people. Feel the weight of lives behind every file. Because in 2030, India won't need toppers. It will need visionaries. Leaders who can say no when the algorithm says yes. Leaders who can see hunger behind spreadsheets, dignity behind statistics. That is your power, not knowledge, humanity. Maybe this future comes in 2030, maybe 2035, maybe tomorrow, but you must be ready. Because leadership doesn't begin with power, it begins with preparation, in quiet study nights, in hard questions, in the decision to become more than just an aspirant, to become a servant of the people. With us, you'll learn to think like a philosopher, decide like a policymaker, and lead like a human. Because cracking UPSC is not the goal. becoming someone who deserves the post. That's the goal. In 2030, when the system breaks, when the data misleads, when the nation turns to you for answers, will you be ready? If you're preparing not just for UPSC, but to lead India in a world powered by AI, join us. Subscribe to EasyE Academy. We don't just train aspirants, we build visionaries.